I've created some amazing videos using AI based on my experience and course learning. Today's discussion is about assumptions and constraints. We're often told not to make them. Never assume, they say, it makes an ass out of you and me. But in project management, assumptions aren't just allowed, they're essential. They're like the invisible scaffolding that holds up our projects, the silent partners that keep things moving. Without them, we'd be lost in a chaotic world of what-ifs. Constraints, on the other hand, are the brick walls we encounter. They're the budget limitations, the tight deadlines, the regulatory hurdles. They're the realities that keep our grand visions in check. Think of them as the slightly annoying but ultimately helpful older siblings of project management. They keep us grounded. Together, assumptions and constraints form the bedrock of successful projects. They are two sides of the same coin, the yin and yang of planning and execution. Understanding them is like having a secret decoder ring for project management. You'll be able to see the hidden messages, the potential pitfalls, and the paths to success. So buckle up, folks, as we dive into the fascinating world of assumptions and constraints. We'll explore how these often overlooked elements can be the key to unlocking project success. It's a journey filled with twists and turns, but I promise, it's worth the ride. Assumptions and constraint analysis isn't just some fancy project management jargon. It's a crucial process that helps us understand the playing field. Imagine trying to play a game without knowing the rules, the boundaries, or even the objective. That's project management without understanding assumptions and constraints. By analyzing assumptions, we bring hidden risks to light. We identify those potential gotchas that can derail a project faster than you can say change request. And by analyzing constraints, we understand our limitations. We know what we have to work with, and we can plan accordingly. It's like knowing the size of your oven before trying to bake a 5-tier wedding cake. This analysis also helps us make informed decisions. We can prioritize tasks, allocate resources, and develop realistic schedules. It's like having a GPS for your project, guiding you towards the most efficient route. Without it, you're likely to end up lost in the backwoods of project chaos. So the next time you're tempted to skip the assumption and constraint analysis, remember this: it's the difference between navigating with a map and wandering aimlessly in the dark. And trust me, in the world of project management, a map is your best friend. Identifying assumptions and constraints is like detective work. You have to ask questions, dig deep, and look for clues. Talk to stakeholders, review historical data, and examine the project scope. Leave no stone unturned. Documenting these assumptions and constraints is equally important. Create a log, a spreadsheet, a cave painting, whatever works for you. Just make sure it's clear, concise, and accessible to everyone on the project team. Think of it as your project's official record of what-ifs and can't-dos. Analyzing these documented items involves assessing their potential impact. Which assumptions are most likely to be false? Which constraints are most restrictive? This is where you separate the harmless assumptions from the project-killing ones. It's like triage for your project. Validating your analysis means checking your assumptions with experts and stakeholders. Are your assumptions realistic? Are your constraints accurate? This is your chance to get a second opinion, to make sure you're not heading down the wrong path. It's like having a project management buddy system. Finally, managing assumptions and constraints involves monitoring them throughout the project lifecycle. Do they change? Do new ones emerge? This is where you stay vigilant, ready to adapt to the ever-evolving project landscape. It's like being a project management ninja, always alert and ready for anything. Section 4. Decoding the assumption log, your project's secret weapon. The assumption log is more than just a list. It's a dynamic document that captures the essence of your project's uncertainties. It's like a crystal ball, albeit a slightly less mystical one. It helps you anticipate potential problems and plan accordingly. Key components of an assumption log include the assumption itself, its rationale, its potential impact, and who's responsible for validating it. It's like a detailed profile of each assumption, giving you a 360-degree view. It also includes the date the assumption was made, its current status, valid, invalid, or pending validation, and any actions taken to mitigate its potential impact. It's like a living, breathing document that evolves with your project. And don't forget the constraint log. This companion document outlines the project's limitations, including budget, resources, and time. It's like the rule book for your project, outlining the boundaries within which you must operate. Section 5. The power of the assumption, log risk management, decision-making, and stakeholder alignment. Maintaining an assumption log is like having a risk management superpower. It helps you identify potential problems before they become full-blown disasters. It's like having a project management early warning system. It also empowers you to make informed decisions. With a clear understanding of your assumptions and constraints, you can choose the best course of action, even in the face of uncertainty. It's like having a project management compass, guiding you towards the best possible outcome. And it keeps your stakeholders aligned. By sharing the assumption log, you ensure everyone is on the same page. Everyone understands the project's underlying assumptions and constraints. It's like having a project management Rosetta Stone, facilitating clear communication and understanding. So the next time you're tempted to skip the assumption log, remember this. It's the key to unlocking project success. It's the secret weapon that can help you navigate the complexities of project management and emerge victorious. Section 6. Conclusion: Embracing assumptions, a path to project success. In the world of project management, assumptions aren't the enemy. They're a necessary tool, a way to navigate the uncertainties inherent in any project. They're the bridge between the known and the unknown, the compass that guides us through the fog of ambiguity. By embracing assumptions and constraints, we can plan more effectively, manage risks more proactively, and make more informed decisions. We can transform potential pitfalls into opportunities for success. So the next time someone tells you not to assume, remind them that in project management, assuming is not just okay, it's essential. It's the secret ingredient to project success. It's the magic pixie dust that can turn your project dreams into reality. Just remember to document, analyze, and manage those assumptions wisely. And don't forget to have a little fun along the way. After all, project management shouldn't be all work and no play. Like, share, subscribe.